Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Vineyard True Nerd, and welcome to Terroir, which probably isn't actually called Terroir. That's going to be the closest I can manage, because it's a French word, and I asked Claire how to pronounce it, and she told me, but that's an odd combination of letters and diphthongs for English, and she told me it was something, and that's the closest I'm going to get. I think it's called Terroir. For those of you who don't know, because I didn't, I had to look this up, Terroir is basically a term that refers to distinctive characteristics of a patch of soil that goes on to pass on distinctive characteristics to grapes and thus wine, because this is a winemaking simulator. Oh yes, yes, we just had to play this one. So basically, my understanding of how wine works is as follows. So, you get a bit of land, probably one that's got, like, you know, a good terroir. You know, like, you look online and you check the terroir's good before you actually buy it. So that's very important. And then you plant some, I guess, like, seeds. I'm guessing, like, grapevines ultimately do come from seeds. Because there's seeds in grapes, right? So logically, seeds. You plant some grape seeds, and then, like, some grapevines grow, and possibly need some supporting on some, like, trellis or something, I don't know. And then you pick the grapes. Then there's a couple of frames missing, because I don't actually know how you make wine, and then there's wine, and you sell the wine for more than the cost of producing the grapes and also the steps in the middle of whatever they are, and you make money because wine's quite expensive. That's how wine works. So hopefully the game will help me fill in those middle stages, because otherwise we're just going to be selling grape juice. Name your vineyard. Ooh. Okay, this needs to be classy and presumably French. Right, how are we going to render Many a True Nerd in French? Beaucoup en Vineyard. There we are. That's going to be our vineyard. The vineyard Beaucoup en Vineyard. Marvellous. Or not marvellous, because I've hit maximum letters. Okay, what if I just reduce this a bit? Hang on. Gosh darn, even Beaucoup Vineyard doesn't actually quite fit in. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Because, fortunately, the P in beaucoup is silent, we're just going to get rid of that. So this is just going to be beaucoup Vineyard, and the French are just going to be okay with the fact there's no P. Marvellous. So welcome to our estate of Beaucoup Vineyard. Oh yes, things look lovely here. So we've got ourselves basically 3 tiles. Obviously it's all on hexes, which is why I love it, damn it. So we've got ourselves, 3 hexes. Our house, which looks like a little shack, but there's some quite flipping cavernous cellars underneath it. Like, my cellar's got enough space for 150 barrels and 7,000 bottles of wine, which feels like quite a bloody large amount of cellar, to be honest. And we've also got ourselves... No, let's not have time ticking along just yet. Right now it's January. I think it's a bit too early to be planting just yet. We've also got ourselves just yet. We've got some forest here, including a... What's living in the forest? There's something living in the forest, but I don't know what it is. Possibly it's a boar. And I think when we hit February, this little patch of land that belongs to us will be able to have some of that. That'll be just flipping great. I could buy more things in order to grow different types of, like, wine and whatever, but let's not worry about that for now. We've got ourselves, pause here, and we have got ourselves a loam. This is loam, and it's also next to a forest, so 10% increase in monthly yield. Ah! The forest is good for something marvellous, so the forest is passing on a benefit. So it's all about, like, combinations of hexes and then passing on benefits to each other. So let's plant some stuff in the loam, which is a type of terroir. I totally know what all these words mean. So I've got a choice of Cabernet Sauvignon. Oh bloody hell. Oh, red or white. Just say red or white. So one of the most planted varieties in the world. Oh, if everyone's planting it, it must be bloody easy. This one. Oh, that one costs twice as much. Right, the upkeep's way higher. Right, well, screw that. We'll just kind of put some red plonk in the ground, and that'll be fine, because it's cheaper. So let's just plant some of that. We've got plenty of money for the time being. So let's get time ticking along as well here. And the vines are starting to grow. Ah, you see, we had to put some, like, trellising down, and the vines are growing up. I know how flipping wine works. So now, basically, what we're hoping for is a good, healthy amount of sun. We want sun. Like, rain makes the foliage grow, and you want foliage to be optimal, because right now the foliage is, it's just light foliage. It gets to optimal, then it overgrows. You need to chop it back down, because it needs to be about right. Hopefully that's about right. Yeah, so now the foliage is good. What I now need is basically just as much sun as possible, because I need ripeness. Ripeness needs to start going up. If ripeness doesn't go up, then we're screwed. That's too much. You see, right there, that's heavy foliage, so I'm going to chop that down. So what I need at this point, before flipping, like, I don't know, whenever we harvest grapes is, presumably like the normal, like, harvest timey thing shows up, what I need now is sun. I need as much sun as possible, because ripeness is underexposed to sun is too low, overexposed to sun is too high, in the middle is good. So unfortunately, though we've got optimal foliage, There's basically been no flipping sun so far this entire year. It's just been a really cloudy, and that's too growing. Yeah, it's growing too much because there's too much bloody cloud. So I need... Oh! Okay, we got... No, it's just rain. It's just more flipping rain, which is meaning the foliage is going nuts, but the ripeness is going to be completely bottom of the... Oh, bloody hell. Right, well, this is a terrible, terrible first year because the ripeness is... Oh, if we just picked up... We've just picked up fungal rot, and now yield is decreasing 30% every month. This is the total amount of wine we'll be able to make out of this, and right now it's going to start going down. So we basically just need to... Okay, this year's a write-off. Forget this year happened. Next year, maybe there'll be more flipping sun in, like, the year, and that'll be flipping fine. We should have... Oh, bloody hell. We shouldn't have planted the vines in Britain. We should have put it somewhere where there was some bloody sun. Apparently grapes need sun to be wine, or, like, vines need sun to be grapes. I don't bloody know. Right, okay. We've actually got... It's cloudy again. Okay, so this could literally not have gone worse. My vines are sick, and yield's going to start going down, and they're not going to be ripe at all because there's been literally no sun this entire flipping summer. So I guess it's time to take our terrible, terrible grapes and make terrible, terrible wine out of them. Great! So... Harvest report. Report on the quality and yield of this year's harvest. So the Cabernet Sauvignon has acidity 5, sweetness 3, tannins 3, body 3. We got almost a ton of the stuff, and it's also infected with rot. Quite frankly, I think it's generous we're only going to get 1 star off the end from the fact that we're literally shipping wine with rot in it, but alright, fine. Is this good, by the way? Acidity, sweetness, tannins, body. I mean, body should be... That feels like that should be... And sweetness and... Are they... No, they're not. No, acid's opposite to alkali. Sweet's opposite to sour. Sour's definitely bad, so sweet would presumably be good. Like, you wouldn't want a sour... What? Okay, screw it. Let's just take that. Now we need to do something to the wine. We need to crush it. We need to crush our freshly harvested grapes and all the beautiful, beautiful, delicious rot inside them. So different methods of crushing lead to different effects on your wine's tannin levels and will take different amount of time to complete. Okay, choose a crushing method. So I can just use some pidgeage. Okay, that increases the tannins by 2. Takes 5 seconds per varietal to complete. Traditional form of crushing grapes, closely associated with popular image of winemaking. It's all in the legwork. So literally we just put the grapes in a great big dish and we start stamping on them. It's very unhygienic, but then I suppose shipping wine with fungal rot is unhygienic, so screw it. And that increases tannins by 2. Tannins? Good or bad? Tannins. Tannins. Is that the stuff that Dr. Manhattan used to... No, that was tachyons. And then there's other methods, like motorised and crank stuff, but until I've upgraded my estate, I can't have any of them. So I think I've got literally no choice. So I guess the tannins are going up by 2, and hopefully 5 tannins is good tannins. There we go, let's get some crushing going on here. Right, so now it's time to ferment. Okay, this will be the missing stage. This is how we turn grape juice into wine. The mystery shall be revealed. Every 2 weeks of fermentation decreases sweetness by 1. Wines, like alcoholic drinks, need to ferment. Your wine's sweetness will change depending on how long you ferment your wine. Right, but sweetness is already at 3. So if I do it longer, that's going to be... Okay, maybe because sweetness is already low, because of all of the fungal rot, maybe we will just ship grape juice. Maybe that's safer. Yeah, because sweetness is already low, let's ferment it for a relatively small amount of time. Okay, so that's fine. And now it's time to press. Press the wine. For every 10% of pressed juice, your acidity increases by 1. Before your wine can be aged, you need to press the must to obtain the fermented juices. I don't know whether that's a bad translation or if the must is a thing in winemaking. Wait, I'm going to Google this. Okay, I just Googled winemaking press the must and nothing came out. So I think that's the mistranslation. That's fine. Now, for every 10% of pressed juice, your acidity increases by 1. I'm already 5 on the acidity. Is wine supposed to be acid? Like, is acidic wine good? Like... Orange juice is acidic, but no one says, oh, I don't like the fact it's acidic. But hydrochloric acid is acidic. And no one likes drinking that. So, okay, hang on. I'm going to Google that as well. How acidic should wine be? Okay, let's start with something else. Wine. Wine is acidity good? So acids are one of 4 fundamental traits in wine. The others are tannin, alcohol, and sweetness. Okay, this is saying the others are tannins Body and sweetness. Maybe that's the same as alcohol. Fine. Acidity gives wine its tart and sour taste. Fundamentally, all wines lie on the acidic side of the pH spectrum. Most range from 2.5 to 4.5. Ooh, that strikes me as quite acidic. Okay, fine. So they're allowed to be a bit acidic. Right, well in that case, let's have, if that's 0, let's have 20% pressed to 80% free run. Whatever that means. Okay, press the must. Go. Begin processing. Right, that's been pressed. Good. So we've produced terrible, terrible wine. Now we need to age it. Oh, will this never end? Right, aging softens a wine's tannins and acidity. Oh, good. In case that's too much. That's okay then. Right, a smoother, more balanced taste. Softens. Oh, that implies tannins are bad. Do we want to get the tannins down? Oh, don't know. Right, okay. Time to choose a barrel type. What are my choices here? Oh, again, I've only got one for the time being. Right, so decreases acidity by 1 and tannins by 2 for every month. Right, okay. Maybe we do that, but like just for 1 month, because acidity then will be 6, but tannins will be down to 3. I don't want the tannins too low unless tannins are like bad. Okay, 3's probably fine. We're going to do that for like 1 month. So right now it's October. When it gets November, we'll flog the wine to the Christmas market, and that's going to be... It's terrible wine. This is going to be the worst wine. This wasn't my fault. This was a terrible, terrible first year where there was literally naff all sun, which I feel is not my fault. So I've got 5 barrels. Oh, I've got a lot of spare capacity yet. Right, so I've got some Sauvignon over here, 2 months old, in common French oak. The tannins need to be... Actually, you know what? This looks fine. For some reason, the tannins haven't gone down as much as I feared. Right, screw it. Let's just bottle this. Bottle this because it's terrible. So, the Beaucoup Frenard Cabernet Sauvignon 2017. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. This doesn't deserve a cork. This is screw cap wine through and through. Right, and we also need to select a bottle for it. What looks kind of classiest? We need to kind of... Oh, that's nice. That's nice, yeah. That's going to be the Beaucoup Frenard Cabernet Sauvignon 2017. And we are going to bottle all of this, and we're just going to flog it. Just flog it to literally anyone that will buy it, and make a bit of our money back, and kind of hope for a better year next year. So we're just going to bottle all of that. Lovely. So, now we have got loads of these bottles that are totally filled with rot and acid and tannins. At least one of those things is good. Right, let's organise a tasting, because right now it doesn't have a rating, so I can't market it. So organise the tasting. Yeah, let's invite terrible critics with no experience. That'll be flipping perfect. Right, invite everyone. All of you guys, come along, and this will affect my wine suggested retail price. They are going to hate this wine, and... Right. Okay, good. Acidity was too low. I should have just kept it going a bit further. Bloody hell. Right, okay. Fine. So the reviewers invited to the wine testing have written their reviews, good or bad, the word is out now. Price of your wine has now been determined. So I can apparently now sell this as a 4-star wine for $14. Quite frankly, I'm impressed. I wasn't expecting that. Well, I just checked the tutorial, and yeah, even if the ripeness is like really low, you can still get away with making an okayish wine. It's just that the starting stats are a fair bit worse. If it had been mid-table ripeness, as a result, the starting stats would have been more favourable. We could have got a better wine going on with like higher acidity or something. Anyway, probably what we need to do at this point with our 600 bottles of wine is, yeah, let's flog them and hope for a better year next year. Right, market them. Who are we going to take them to? I feel like, you know, Ferrer and Brothers, that's not where we're selling this wine. Well, apparently they would actually all be willing to sell it for $14, apart from Krupp Foods Co. Limited, who will sell it for $2, so... Screw it, let's just sell it at the... Well, maybe we'll hold off at the nice place. I feel like the nice place isn't worth much. Right, you guys have... Actually, no, if I split it between all of you, then presumably all of you can sell it, like, simultaneously, and that's fine, and then we'll get, like, more money in. Because we started off with $70,000. I'm down to $55,000 already, so that's good. Right, sell all of that, and now I don't make any money until they start actually selling the damn thing. But I can keep an eye on the market over time, and presumably some money should start like coming in at various points. Now, this year, this flipping year, let's actually have, actually, no, if I, hang on, what else have we got going on here? No, pause for a second. We've got, how much is this going? Oh, 75,000 to buy clay. Oh, I can't afford that. Right, that's also clay. That's some more loan for only 20,000. Screw it, let's drop 20,000. We're going to invest here. We're going to flipping invest. So now I've got two things, and at some point, one of them will actually produce some good flipping wine, which would be lovely. So funds going down. Now we're into, did I miss the Christmas rush? I might have. Oh, I think money just went, did money just go up? I think money just went up. Hang on, over to the market. Over to the flipping market, waiting to, oh, they've actually sold some of my wine. And possibly not all of it's been returned. Oh, marvellous. Right. So, we've got, you know what? Maybe the red wine was a bust. Maybe now we'll just get some white wine in the ground. Plant here in loam with 10% increase in monthly yield. Because we may be producing terrible wine, but we're also producing lots of it. That's the important thing. Right. Let's get the Chardonnay down. Good old white. Let's get some white in production. At least one of you bastards needs to actually, like, you know, do well. Okay, so that's starting to grow, and that's got some good rain in it. Fine. That's fine. In February, it's allowed to rain, but in spring and summer, I expect sunlight. I'm expecting some flipping sunlight. Is that already up to... Yep, optimal and optimal. If that thing starts growing again, then we just start basically cutting it the hell down. So now I've got plenty of flipping wine coming in. Here we go. This is all looking good so far. And when I say looking good, it's all cloudy so far. Come on, give me some bloody sun. I need some sun. Clear! Excellent. Right. Ripeness really ought to start going up now. Yeah, that's right. Some nice sun. The sun has got his hat on, and that's good for wine for some reason. Oh, no, it's gone cloudy. And we're still technically at 1 and 1. Okay, but the yield's nice and high. The yield's high, so I could just sell terrible. That's clear again. Clear is good. I mean, it's clear at night, but it's still clear. That's some really bright moonlight right here. Oh, now the Chardonnay's got the fungal rot, because obviously it bloody does. Right, we'll screw fungal rot then. And that... Okay, they've both got fungal rot. They're both ripeness 1 and fungal rot. Excellent. But it's summer and it's clear. So that means the ripeness ought to... The ripeness is just at 1. See, the sun's passing over again. Ripeness is still at 1. Hang the flip on here. No. Hang on, game. Hang the flip on here. Ripeness. Is the ripeness meter just not flipping working? Because if so, that'd be marvellously good news. Right, so if I harvest at 1 to 3, characteristics will all be 3, except acidity at 5. Okay, that's how it's supposed to be. And what you really want is, like, all 5s across the board. Suggesting tannins are good. Right, screw it. Let's just flipping pick some terrible, terrible wine. Yeah, that's true. It has just been 5-3-3. Okay, fine. Let's just make some flipping wine here. Now, decreasing the sweetness by 1. Now, last time, sweetness wasn't a problem. So just less than 2 weeks and less than... Okay, this also needs to be... Oh, okay, apparently we did it for the both of them. Okay, now acidity... Okay, we needed more acidity. So let's actually get acidity up by 1. Yeah, 30% pressed juice. Nice, and same for you. Marvellous. Let's just get 30% pressed to 70% 3-run. Begin the pressing. Once again, we're shipping terrible wine. There we go. Shove it in the flipping barrel. Acidity is now 8. Okay, possibly we should let that, like, you know, calm down a little bit first. Right, choose the barrel type. Just common French oak. That's okay. And hopefully we'll have enough of it and it'll be more acidic this time. So as a result, when we flog the terrible wine, we'll make enough money back to break even. Right, it's currently November. That's probably a good enough time for me to come over here. So acidity is... you see. Okay, acidity is now better. Let's just bottle all of this. We've got so little wine. Screw it, bottle everything. Right, let's organise some tastings here for my new wine that's more acidic. Because it said last time, be more acidic. Right, you guys, get back to the tasting. Okay, same again. Acidity was too high. Okay, fine. Well, don't worry about that. Let's just organise some tasting over here. I'm going to guess that this is the same problem. So acidity needs to be like 6. Tannins were too low. But I can sell it for 15.50 anyway. Right, possibly they're fussier with white. So white needs higher tannins, but acidity 7 is fine. Okay, well this apparently can be sold for like loads of money. So this is all fine. Let's just sell all this stuff. Oh, there's not much though. Okay, well you guys did a good job of this last time. You have that. Yep, lovely. I'm going to sell that wine to you. That's nice. And then I've also got to sell the red wine that's even flipping worse and also... Ooh, but you're willing to... Ooh. But I can't sell it with you because you're already selling this wine. Okay, well how about I shift like some of the wine over here. Right, so now... all these guys are at capacity. Well, we're just going to let this wine age. That will make it better. Because, like, give it a month or two, there'll be some capacity at these here stores. So wait for December, and then we'll catch there we go, right. So December, now there'll be some capacity with these. There's just, like, 270 bottles left, and... Oh, they haven't managed to sell any of our wine, have they? No. No, they haven't. That's a concern. Have I made any money at all yet? Please tell me I've made some. Like, when we hit January, I should get a bit of money coming in. Just because I've sold some wine. Right, I should have sold... Yes, I've sold some wine. I've sold some wine. That means there's going to be space at the shops. Just sell for New Year's parties. Admittedly, it's already January, so it's a bit late for that. But screw it. Let's just clear out this terrible, terrible wine. And these guys, we're getting better with them. So now they're willing to sell for a bit more. But, oh. Okay. These guys are not willing to take any more wine off me for now. They're not. Okay. You know what, maybe, okay, just flog the terrible wine at the terrible discount retailer. I just want it out of my cellar. Alright, seriously, it's bad wine. We can do, I think we've made a loss this year again. Okay, we've made a loss this year again, but now the flipping vine's going to come through. All we need is no rot. Okay, no rot. If I just buy, I can't really afford to spend 15,000 on an empty lot to... sort out, like, you know, any extra buildings or anything. Oh, hang on. What if I just, like, put some stuff down? These are just ambient objects. I feel like this is not going to help with the rot situation, actually. Though, admittedly, wine barrels are quite useful, yes. Okay, I'm going to put some campfires down to try and see if I can use these to, like, scare off the... Oh, ripeness just went up! Ripeness went up for the first time! Okay, right. Okay, I'm on the right track here. Right, campfires. It's campfires that's totally getting the ripeness up. Okay, we're going to do better this time. I don't know why ripeness has taken so bloody long to get up, but screw it. We're just going to keep the demons... Oh my goodness, it's actually working! Oh, I think the vines were like... Maybe they were immature. They might be been like immature or something. Right, what else can we do? Right, okay. Protect it from the rain by putting up... parasols! We'll put up some parasols over here. There we go. Oh, yes. Yes, okay. Right, this is fine. This is fine. Okay, so it's spring. Uh-oh. Okay, they might get too ripe now. Oh, I may have put too many fires. That's fine. Protect me, stag. Okay, here we go. It's spring. Oh, 6. 6 is too much. Okay, oh no. Now we're going to get too bloody ripe. Okay, but look, we've made some money. I'm a genius at wine. No, that's too ripe. That's too ripe. Oh, no. I've put too many campfires and parasols, and now the wine is excessively ripe. Okay, now I need... Wait, I thought rain was supposed to... Rain's supposed to, like, cause the foliage to grow, but sun is what causes the ripeness to go up. Okay, so ripeness is no longer going up because it is cloudy. That's fine, but I need a bit of rain because right now it's still growing. There we go. Oh, this is good. Now we've got optimal foliage everywhere. We've got some ripeness going. A bit too much ripeness. But that's okay. Because as long as this doesn't, like, grow any further. Oh, that just grew a bit further. No, chop and chop and chop. There we go. Right, optimal. Optimal. Down to 6. Okay, this is good. Just keep it dropping. Because it said, like, 4, 5, 6. Those are the optimal tiers. That's the right level of ripeness that we want. And this is perfect. This is just... Oh, yes. Okay. We need to nail this. We need to get this right. And remember what we've learnt, which is for the white, the tannins need to be, like, not OTT. It's a bit cloudy. Oh, no, not clear. Not clear. You've had too much bloody sun. Put up more flipping parasols. I don't want that ripeness going up. Do not go up. 6 is good. All right, cloudy. Yes. Drop to 5. 5 is kind of optimal. Oh, yes, 6. You know what? Screw it. Oh, we've actually got good wine. Oh, we've got good wine, and we've got no fungal rot, and we've got 1.5 tons of it, and through a combination of excellent weather and canopy management, oh, those campfires helped. This year's grapes were exceptional. The wine gets +1 to its final rating. Oh, yes. If its final rating is greater than 3.5 stars, which it should be. I think I can do that. And then over here, oh, yes. Right. Now, I've just got to... Okay, I need to understand what tannins are. Just a second, I'm going to look that up. Right, sweetness decreases the sensation of acidity. So, if we can texturize how sweetness reduces the sensation of acidity in wine, compare how much you react tasting raw lemon to Coca-Cola. Technically have the same amount of pH, but since Coke is sweet, it's not as intense. Ah, So if acidity is high, then sweetness needs to be high. So acidity and sweetness need to be, like, comparable. Okay, now what about tannins? What's a tannin? Oh, that's not in this article. Oh, no, no. Okay, I need to find a new article. Right, okay. What is a tannin? No, not a tannery. I don't need to know what a tannery is. In wine, tannin is a textural element that makes wine taste dry. Tannin is a naturally occurring polyphenol found in plants, seeds, bark, woods, leaves, and fruit skins. Right, okay. So, which red wine has the least amount of tannins? Why do you add tannin to wine? So you start with half a teaspoon for a 5-gallon batch. So what? Literally, tannin's a thing you buy in a shop and you just put it into what? Oh, just an ingredient. Oh, I thought it was a characteristic, not an ingredient. Right. Okay. And oh, tannin is primarily found in red wines since they usually ferment. Okay. Right. Tannins need to be got down in the white, but they can be high in the red. Okay. This is okay. I've got it. I know how to make wine now. Right, time to go squishing. No choice. We just have to do the piggyage, whatever that is exactly. So, commencify the piggyage. Now, okay, so, the red. We need to reduce the sweetness by what? Okay, so the sweetness and the acidity need to be balanced in the red. Okay, so logically, we don't want that too much. Like, let's say every 2 weeks. So 2 weeks is... We could have it... No, let's have it for 2 weeks precisely, so more than last time. Okay, now as for the Chardonnay, the sweetness needs to be... The sweetness can be... Okay, say the same thing again. Let's just get them matched up at 2, but those tannins need to go down. But if the tannins need to go down, we'll need to do the thing that gets the acidity down. So maybe we'll say 1 month for the white, because the acidity will be lower in the end as well. So that's fine. Yeah, okay. Oh, the tannins... Okay, we're going to do a month because the tannins are high. Maybe too high. Yeah, leave to ferment for 1 month at this point. Okay, we're making good wine here. All right, this is how you wine, and it was all because I laid some campfires out and also just because I got, like, lucky with the weather and disease and stuff. Okay, October, fermentation. Hurry it up. We need to sell this to the Christmas market, which I don't know if that's a thing in this game, but it feels like it should be. Fermentation. Right, let's press some wine. So, okay. How are we going to do this at this point? So, the red is allowed to be pretty, like, acidic and also tannin-y. So, acidity increases by 1. Okay, yeah. Acidity increases by 1. So, that'll get that up to 6. So, that's fine like that. And this one, probably the same deal. We don't need the acidity to be too high, to be honest. So, let's just go for 10% pressed juice across the board. Right. So, press that. Next up, we need to actually age the stuff. So, common French oak, right, and yeah, common French oak, that's all we've got. So, that's okay, because, basically, the red wants to be left less long than the white. Like, the red, we can just, like, bottle it once we're happy that the acidity's down, like, 1. The white, leave it for an extra month to get the extra stuff out. Then we can start flogging the red, and by the time the red's out of the stores, the white, oh... I'm a genius at wine. Who bloody knew? Yeah, just common French oak for everyone. Shove that in there. Right, okay. Now, when we hit December, check on the red wine, because that's going to be the one that's ready first, okay? It took us till 2019, but we've actually made good wine here. Okay, wait for it. 21,000. We're going to make so much money. The critics are going to love this. Okay, into the flipping cellar. What have we got going on here? Oh, contrary to popular belief, it doesn't taste like dirt. Earthy flavour grants 10% to your wine's prices. Apparently that's good. Right, okay. So what I'm going to do is, this is now ready to go. 5455. But the tannins, I want to be a bit lower here. So I'm going to bottle this right now. And the earthy flavour is apparently, like, good. So we're going to bottle this immediately. But this, oh no. No. This is the good stuff, alright? This is not just the Beaucoup Freinerd Cabernet Sauvignon 2019. This is the Beaucoup Freinerd Cabernet Sauvignon Reserve. No, I literally can't fit it in. Hang on, which is the most important word? I'm going to say the Sauvignon is the most important word. So, it's the Sauvignon Reserve 2019. Okay, it's very fancy. It's fabulous, in fact. It deserves to have a really oh, that looks classy. This deserves a cork. This is the good stuff, alright? I'm going to drop 5,000 bottling this right now for the Vineyard Sauvignon Reserve 2019. That is all going to be flipping bottled immediately, alright? So now I've got, oh, there's 1,000 bottles of that too. Oh, we got such a good yield. Right, organise the tasting, and if we can, oh, it's just the crappy critics. Done. If we'd had a better first year, we might have better critics. Right, invite them to the tasting. They better love it. I've made the best wine! Yes! Right, the verdict is in. The reviewers invited to the wine tasting have written their reviews. Good Cabernet Sauvignon is everywhere, but great ones are rare, just like this little gem. 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. Oh, 7. I feel like that's quite frankly cheap. That's so cheap, quite frankly. Okay, done. So that, now we've got flipping 1,000 bottles of really, really good vintage earthy flavours attached to this. Yeah, sell it. Although we might actually have trouble. Oh, they're willing to buy so much of it. They're willing to buy so much. Yes, yes. Okay, right. So, you know what? I like you all. So don't worry. All of you get quite a bit of my truly, truly exceptional flipping wine, and 370 as well. Absolutely fine. So sell all of that. Oh, we're going to get a lot of money in. Okay, done. That's fine. Now, wait for January for the actual white. The white's not ready to go yet because that needs to have lower tannins. And don't flipping rain on my campfires. I need my campfires. Okay, come on. We're down to 15,000. I spent like 5,000 just bottling that, but we better get some damn good money in because they were willing to take a lot of wine off my hands. Wait for January. Oh, 23,000. Yes, and we've not even sold it all yet. Right, back in the cellar. Back in the cellar. Right, okay. Now this is 4, 4, 4, and 4. I feel like that's probably good. Like, I don't want to risk doing any more with that. I mean, it feels like it. I mean, it just doesn't feel like a spectacular wine, does it? Screw it, bottle it. Bottle it. Yeah, okay. This is, I don't know whether this is good stuff, actually. This might or might not be good stuff. That's an unusual bottle. That's an odd. Let's just go for the nice thin bottle. Okay, and do I want to cork it? No, I feel like this is still potentially a screw cap because I don't actually know it's good yet. So I'm going to just screw cap this. So we're going to bottle this up. All right. Now, we've got another 1,000 bottles. Organise another tasting. This time, oh, because we actually produced a good bottle of wine, we can actually get some nice people in here. Right, we're still going to invite Fern Bosch because she's always been there. And you've got a fabulous moustache. But we're also inviting the good guy. Right, invite the tasting and... Oh, no! No! No, 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 no! No! Oh, I'm glad I didn't put this in corks. Right, okay. Acidity was too low. Is white wine supposed to taste like paint thinner? If yes, I guess this wine does a great job. Right, we may just need to flog that to the Tesco at the bottom. Okay. So, I mean, we can... Okay, just flog it. Flog it for literally anyone that's willing to... Oh, no. Right, they're not willing to take anything off me right now. Okay. We may as well make some money back. I'm just going to sell you 400 just to get some in production. And then we'll see if they're willing to take any more off me as time goes by. Right. Okay. Acidity of white needs to be way higher than that. That's something I've learned. And also, I've unlocked a loot box. Okay. Chance and circumstance. Everyone from beggars to kings are subject to the whims of chance and circumstance. Yeah, sure. What's going to happen inside the chance and circumstance crate? And it is... Oh, it's just a new bloody tag for Sombra. Chance card! You were invited to... Oh, bloody hell. Right, I've just lost $4,000 to a leper colony in Azerbaijan. Well, that's just marvellous. Okay, let's just wait for March, then we'll just flog the rest of it, hopefully to a shop that will actually still be able to sell it at least a little bit. Yeah, March. Okay, right. Let's see. Is anyone willing to buy this stuff at this point? You're willing to... Okay. You're actually willing to take it off my hands, and because we've got a good relationship, you're actually willing to sell it at a decent price. Alright, screw it. You know what? Let's just sell you, like, some of that and some of that. This one is terrible, by the way. Like, truly, truly dreadful. But you're willing to sell it regardless, so that's absolutely fine. Lovely. Right, off we go. Let's make some better flipping wine this year. Okay, we need good weather, plenty of sun. Maybe, like, not quite as much sun as last time. Okay, well, actually, we need to start off with some sun. Like, we've got ripeness 1 and it's cloudy right now, which worries me. No, don't hide behind a cloud. We need you. You're the sun. Oh, there we are. There's some clear. Okay. Come on, let's get this ripeness up. Ripeness needs to go up like it was flying up last year. Why is it stuck at 1 this year? Oh, the capricious whims of grapevines. Okay, it's May. We've still got time to salvage this, but I'm concerned that it's now still cloudy. These grapes, they need some sun. They need some flipping sun. Okay, or they need more... Okay, maybe they need more parasols. They need more parasols because if I... Oh, the vine rot's sticking in. Oh, the vine rot, no. No. Okay, put a sunbather's chair. If there's no sun... If we just put a sunbather's chair nearby, then the vines will be like, oh, it must be sunny because I can see a sunbather's chair. Yeah, also don't spread. Don't you dare spread that flipping fungal rot to your brother, alright? You're separated by a forest and a house, so it shouldn't spread. Oh, it's spread. Oh, no. No. Okay, fine. So the yield's now going to start going down over time as well. And it's... Oh, no. It's another one of those years where everything's disease and cloud. It's nothing but disease and cloud. We've had no bloody sun. The summer's been totally... No. No. I need a bit of... Okay, there's a bit of sun. There's a little bit of sun. Come on. Come on, vines. I know you can go above 1. I saw it happen last year where we had really good vines. And then I fluffed it by... Oh, no. Oh, dear. Well, this is going to be no good at all. Right, so... At least we've got a giant pile of terrible, terrible wine. Okay, the sweetness is already really low, so we can't really afford to ferment these at all. So screw it. Less than 2 weeks for both of them. That's okay. Straight onto the pressing. Now, the whites. That increases by 1. Okay, so because we need to get the tannins down, this needs to be way more acidic. So begin the pressing there. This doesn't need to be quite so extreme, actually. I think maybe a bit more. Yeah, 20 and 30% for the white and the red. Okay, begin that. Right, get them in the things. Now, this reduces... Oh, the tannins are going to be... Oh, the tannins are going to be way too low. Okay, and the white is... Ooh. Okay, the white needs to be for a little bit. Yeah, okay. Right, the white will just keep an eye on. The red will be ready first. Right, done. Shove it in there. Let's just see if we can salvage this by only inviting the crappier critics. We don't invite the good critics for this stuff. Alright, we just don't. This was a shame. We lost so much money to the flipping Azerbaijani leper colony. Still, at least I've actually managed to gain a point of renown. That's nice. Right, since November, let's check on how the wine's doing. So, the Chardonnay is probably... Okay, you know what? That's the best we're going to be able to do for the flipping red. We've not got that many barrels of it, unfortunately, because of the fungal rot. So I'm just going to bottle that right now. Yeah, this doesn't get called the reserve, and this is definitely a screw cap situation, yes. Right, bottle it, organise the tasting, sort of hope this is fine. Oh, the acidity is way higher than the sweetness, which the thing I read on the internet suggested is bad. No, not you. You don't get invited. You're not going to like this. All right, it's... Actually, it's okay. Tannins were too low. Right, okay. Tannins were a bit too low, but it's pretty good, at least. So we can sell this, bare minimum. That's... Oh. My relationship with Manhattan sellers fell because I sold them terrible, terrible wine, and now they're not willing to actually buy much. Oh, they haven't even... Oh, no. No. I've literally clogged the wine merchants with my terrible wine. They literally can't sell the crappy wine I've given them. They're just stuck with it. And as a result, I can't sell to them because they're not buying from me until they've cleared the last of the crap. Oh, no. I should have just given the crap away to flipping Krupp Foods Co. Limited just to avoid clogging up the wine market. Oh. Okay. Hopefully, we'll clear out some space next time. If they can just sell, like, the crap to people who've got literally no taste coming up to, like, say, Christmas... That'll be fine. Okay, into December. How's the white wine doing? That's got some acidity. Okay, we were told low acidity last time, and the tannins are pretty low. I'm gonna bottle that now. Okay, and again, this is not fancy stuff. This is screw cap through and through. Right, just bottle all of that. It's not much, to be honest. Right, organise a tasting. Again, only invite the terrible critics. Oh, bloody hell. Acidity was too low. Was it? Right. Okay, so I think I know what we're doing. We're just giving that away to Krupp Co. just to basically stop it clogging up the wine market. Right, so white wine needs to be really cocking acidic. Like, ludicrously acidic. Okay. Sell all that just to Krupp Co. Just sell 480 bottles of absolute crap to that. Right, we're basically going to make no money off that. That's a total flipping write-off. That's good. This at least is okay, but we can't sell it yet because no one's willing to buy the stuff. Oh dear. But at least when it does actually sell, it will sell. And by the time, okay, just in February, check back into the market. We'll sell to the Valentine's Day market, and that'll be flipping fine. Ooh, hello. Have I been given an awards? No, I haven't. I'm allowed to enter wines into the awards, but I'm guessing I'm not going to win. Thank you for submitting your entries. You may submit more entries until the end of April. Good. Well, that's fine. Wait, was there a cost to applying? Submission... Oh, per entry is $1,000. Well, don't do that anymore, because we know the wine's terrible. We already know that. Right, let's speed things along to February, when some of the vines will start growing again, because that's when they start growing, and then we can see if there's actual space in the market for me to... Yep, there we go. February, wine is actually growing again. Now, can I sell you some decent wine? I know we've had... Oh, bloody hell. Right, okay. No, that's Krupko. Balls. Right, they still haven't managed to sell this. Oh, and my reputation with these guys is in the toilet because of how much I screwed them over by giving them terrible, terrible wine last time. Fine, we'll check in April for the Easter. Easter can roughly be around April sometimes. Right, that's optimal. Okay, and once we get to April... Come on, ripeness. No, not cloudy. I don't need cloud. I need cocking sun. We need a good year. We've had 1 good year out of 4. I'm the worst at managing vineyards. That's just more flipping rain. That's not what I needed. Right, just chop them down. Chop it down. Chop it down. No, we've got fungal rot. It's fungal rot and cloud. It's another one of those years. We've had 3 of them in a bloody row. By any chance, to avoid me going bankrupt, would you guys like to actually now... Oh, they're willing to buy some stuff. Right, script. Flog everything we've got to them, alright? Seriously, just flog the lot to these guys, and hopefully by the winter time, they've got... Ah! Hello, I'm up to 5 with you. You'll sell 100 bottles of your... Ooh. Okay. So these guys are actually willing to always buy 100% of my wine, as long as I... Ah, okay. So these guys will buy huge amounts of wine, and that's fine, and worker actions apart from clear forest and plant forest are free. That's fine, I'm not doing any of that. I'm just basically going around with a pair of shears and chopping everything down myself. So that's okay. Look at the sun! Look! It's casting its rays down on you stupid grape bastards! Oh my goodness, I just flipping won an award! Ooh! I've won the Sivo Wine Award! It must have been a really terrible year for everybody! So that gets me 10% to wine prices and bonus 3 renown. Ooh. Okay, sadly I didn't win any of the rest of it, but that's fine. I won something. That's really good. Good, excellent. So hopefully that means even if I'm selling total crap this year, which I probably am, again, because there hasn't been enough bloody sun to get the ripeness up, bare minimum, I've got... Oh, yeah. And also, there's rot in every bottle. We'll kind of use that as like a gimmick. It's like the prize you get in cereal boxes. Like, you know, you just need to root around to the bottom of the wine bottle to get your free rot. Alright, screw it. I know what I'm doing this time, alright? I can produce, even with terrible, terrible grapes, I can produce a decent amount of... Oh, there's so little white, though. Alright, I'm going to make a good white, alright? That's my goal. I'm going to make 1 good white, damn it. Okay, once again, sweetness is pretty low, so let's ferment for a really small amount of time. That's fine. Now get into the pressing. So acidity needs to increase by 1. Now, I'd say up to just 2, yeah, 20% for that. But the Chardonnay, screw it. The Chardonnay, everyone keeps saying, oh, it's not acidic enough, it's not acidic enough. Screw you, right? We'll go for 40% pressed juice in order to get the acidity way flipping up. Alright, that's going to be fine. Begin the pressing process. Right, shove it in some cocking barrels. Lovely. Now, this just needs to basically rest for like a single month and be sold. This needs to rest for not that long, actually. Maybe a single month too. Possibly we'll just be ready to go almost immediately. Yeah, okay, it needs to be acidic. Do not let this rest for more than a month. But actually, you know what? When we hit November, we'll just do both of them. We'll just sell both of them immediately, all right? The moment we hit November, sell that flipping white, all right? Just bottle it straight away. Because we keep getting told, oh, it's not acidic enough, it's not acidic. Okay, fine. Here, I'll just add some cocking acid. Is that what you want, you stupid wine bastards? Right, November. Here we go, here we go, here we go. All right, this is where it's going to work. All right, now, this is, ooh, I can't believe it's not butter. Buttery flavour grants 10% to your wine's prices. I think I've done it. Well, aside from the wine rot. But other than that, okay, this is apparently what white wine's supposed to look like. Right, bottle it. Right the bloody hell now. It's still a screw cap, by the way. It's not actually that good. But screw it. Bottle it. Right now. Okay. Organise a tasting. Only invite the crappy critics. I'm not sure it's good yet. It's better. What? Acidity... I hate white wine so much. I actually feel like white wine is victimizing me. Okay, so... Right, it needs to be like, what, 6 or 7? Is 6 or 7 okay? I guess? Right, screw it. Let's just kind of get the red sorted out. That seems to be easier. We'll just flipping bottle that. That's fine. Just normal stuff. Bottle it all. Let's arrange a tasting for that. That seems to be better at least. And yeah, invite the... Actually, you know what? Let's invite a better critic. Because this seems to be... Yeah. That's decent stuff. Tannins were too low, yeah, but that's because the tannins started off low because the vines were not ripe and also infested with rot. But don't mention that to the critics. Right, okay. So, we can sell this stuff at least to... Wait, hang on, I thought you... Oh, my reputation with you's dropped, damn it all. Right, okay. If I give you 588 of this stuff, right, are you going to like that? Right, so, and then also just 252 over here. We going to be happy? There we go. Nice. Okay. So now, hopefully, I can sell this to you, right? No. Even though I can sell all the wine, once I've given him a big chunk, that's all I can do. Oh, my reputation with you is 0. You have not forgiven me for that whole situation before, have you? Well, all right, fine. This is... Well, it's not great wine. It's all right wine. Here, have this. There you go. On the plus side, my relationship can't go down to -1, so that's all okay. That's absolutely flipping fine. So that's just good. That's all good. How's this year looking, by the way? By any chance, is the sun gonna cocking come out, or we just have nothing but bloody rain and cloud constantly? Yep, it's a summer of rain and disease. One of those summers again. Right, you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I think you get the point. As it turns out, I'm not sure I'm actually, you know, very good at flipping managing a vineyard. Potentially, I'm just not so good at that, to be perfectly honest. No, I probably shouldn't at this point buy more land. I'm not managing the land I've got desperately well. But yes, as we say goodbye to beaucoup Freinerd, this has been Terroir, and it is indeed just a fairly small, simple management game. I will say, arguably, it's a little bit harsh in the randomness of it. Like, sometimes just ripeness seems to stay at 1, even though there is clearness. And I suppose, you know, there is a random chance in winemaking, I'm guessing, but yeah. Unfortunately, once again, I'm just selling yet another year of terrible, terrible diseased ripeness 1 wine. And you can sort of salvage it a little bit, and I might be able to make at least a slightly better white out of what I've got. I've got up to 2 stars out of a diseased thing, and even diseased red seems to be able to be got to 4 stars, and can apparently win flipping prizes, so apparently everyone else is just as bad at making wine as I am. But probably this is more one just for those people who are already pretty hardcore into their Tycoon-y sort of management-y sort of things. I can't imagine this is necessarily going to be for everyone. So, this will probably be the last time you see this on the channel, but still, maybe for the Tycoon fans, might be worth a look. And I'm sure we will be looking at other Tycoon games in the future. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been many a true nerd, and this has been Terroir, or something that sounds roughly like Terroir. I'm probably mispronouncing it. Thank you very much, and goodbye. I've created a small problem in my road system, which is, it's literally impossible for anyone to ever go back into town. And this building shall be where we produce our zebras. And this much taller building next door is naturally where we produce the giraffes. Does anyone remember how the road system went? I think it was something like this.